The refrigeration system analyzer from Yellow Jacket is packed full of features designed to make servicing refrigeration and air conditioning equipment easier, more accurate, and more efficient. I'll take you through a quick review of how it works and show you practical applications for use, so you have the information you need to get the most out of your system analyzer and onto your next job faster. Before you start using your analyzer on the job, you should set the time, date, and select battery type. Let's walk through the process. When you power on the analyzer, move to the Setup option on the bottom of the main screen using your up or down key and press Enter. Using the down key, move to Battery type and press Enter. While the analyzer comes standard with and is set for 8 AA alkaline batteries, there are 6 options to choose from. If you go with a different option, be sure to change the battery type selection here to get the best performance from your analyzer. To change, select the desired battery type from the list using the up or down keys and press Enter to set. For best results, don't mix old and new batteries, and make sure they're all the same brand, as mixing batteries can cause them to leak or rupture. To set the date and time, continue to scroll down until you get to the second screen. When you get to Time and Date Set, press Enter. When you set a field, press Enter to move to the next one. When you're done, you'll hear a final long beep to let you know that time and date has been set, and the previous screen will appear. There are a few settings you'll need to lock in before starting any job: refrigerant type, temperature unit, and elevation. Now, there are 2 ways you can set refrigerant type and temperature unit. The first is through Setup from the main menu. Refrigerant type is the first option on the screen, and when you press Enter, you can scroll through close to 100 preloaded refrigerants using the up and down keys. Flammable refrigerants are highlighted in red. When you find the refrigerant you want, press Enter to set. The list of refrigerants is updated periodically, so check yellowjacket.com to make sure you have the most current list. You'll follow the same process to set the temperature unit. Move to Temperature Unit and press Enter. Select Fahrenheit or Celsius using the up or down key and press Enter to set. As long as we're on this screen, let's also set the elevation. A nice feature with this unit is that you can adjust for elevation changes without zeroing under vacuum. The default setting on the analyzer is 0 or sea level. If you're working at a higher elevation, you'll want to change the setting to get the most accurate PT chart calculations. Elevation options are in increments of 500 feet until you reach 5,000, after which they increase by 1,000 with a maximum elevation level of 10,000 feet. Once you've reached the number that's closest to your elevation level, press Enter to set. If you have Analyzer software version 1.06 or higher, you have access to a number of features that make your analyzer easier to use. You can find your software version on the second screen of the Setup menu. If you have version 1.04 or 1.05, you'll find upgrade details and other refrigeration system analyzer information in the Service and Support section on yellowjacket.com. With software version 1.06 or higher, you can access refrigerant favorites and set refrigerant type, temperature, pressure, and vacuum units right from the working screens. From the main menu, go to either the digital manifold or vacuum gauge screen. Next, press the up left key to pull up the quick search screen. Once the screen appears, select what you want to change by using the up or down key followed by the Enter key. For example, to change the pressure, use the up or down key to whichever unit you want and press Enter to select. When you get to refrigerant, you have the option of setting up a favorites list, so you can reduce your list to the refrigerants you use the most. We'll set the list by going to the Setup menu and scrolling to Refrigerant Favorites. All of the refrigerants are currently set as favorites, as indicated in blue, red if they're flammable. Move the yellow cursor with the arrow keys to the refrigerants you don't want as favorites and press Enter. They'll turn gray and will no longer appear on your quick search screen. If you want to reactivate them as favorites, press Enter again. The Clear key will clear all favorites except the active refrigerant shown at the top of the manifold screen. And the Hold key will set all refrigerants as favorites. Once you're done selecting your favorite refrigerants, press the Menu key to save your changes and return to the previous screen. The Yellow Jacket Refrigeration System Analyzer is the only analyzer on the market today that has a full-color TFT, or thin film transistor display, with temperatures, pressures, charts, superheat, and subcooling all on one screen. There are several benefits to a TFT display, the main one being that it can be seen from greater distances. It's also easier to add upgrade features in the future, which you'll be able to quickly access and update with a built-in USB connection. The digital manifold section of the analyzer has 3 different viewing screens to monitor system operations, and you can move between the screens by pressing Enter. The first screen that appears has the most data. Starting from the top left, you'll see the date and time, and your selected pressure unit and refrigerant type, which you can change with the up left key if you have software version 1.06 or higher. The blue reading corresponds with low side pressure, and the red reading with high side pressure. The readings underneath are the minimum and maximum pressures encountered since the memory was last cleared. To clear the minimum and maximum pressures, press and hold the Clear key. One of the best features of the Yellow Jacket Analyzer is the chart of pressure over time, because you can see a snapshot of what's been happening in the system. Use the Chart Time key to change the time per sample interval from 0.1 to 2 seconds. Use the Chart Pressure key to zoom in and see pressure changes in greater detail. The horizontal line corresponds with Set, and the scrolling vertical line with Cursor. If at any time you need to reposition the time or pressure line because it goes off your screen, simply press the Clear key to refit the chart on the screen. Finally, we have vapor and liquid saturation temperatures for the selected refrigerant, the measured temperatures from the thermocouples, and the calculated superheat and subcooling from the selected refrigerant. If the thermocouples are not hooked up to the system, you'll see stars in the temperature, superheat, and subcool reading area. The T1 line reads superheat, and the T2 line is for subcooling. The analyzer comes with K-type bead thermocouples, but any K-type probe will work. The second screen gives you a closer look at the superheat and subcooling readings, and the third screen enlarges the temperature readings. So you have 3 options depending on your viewing preference. If you're about to begin a job and your screen does not read 0, you'll need to zero the pressures. From the main menu screen, select the Setup option. Move to the second screen, select 0 pressure, and press Enter. A warning screen will pop up to remind you to release manifold pressure before continuing. One last feature to mention here. If you ever want to freeze your display, simply press the Hold key to stop action and view data from any point in time on the chart using the left and right keys. Press the Hold key again when you want to continue viewing real-time readings. A great feature of the Yellow Jacket Refrigeration System Analyzer is the built-in vacuum gauge. You can now monitor the evacuation level on your analyzer screen, eliminating the need for a separate instrument. You can get to the vacuum gauge screen from the main menu, or if you've activated the automatic vacuum gauge from the Setup menu, the vacuum gauge screen will automatically open from any of the digital manifold displays when your sensor is plugged in. Vacuum readings are available in 7 different units and can be changed from the Setup menu, or if you have software version 1.06 or higher, from either the vacuum gauge or digital manifold screens using the up left key. The vacuum sensor takes about 30 seconds to warm up, so don't be surprised if nothing happens immediately. Also, the vacuum reading will be out of range until the vacuum reaches 25,000 microns, or equivalent unit. If you're evacuating through your manifold, you can monitor the progress through the low and high side pressure readings. For more on how to use a vacuum gauge to monitor evacuation, check out Yellow Jacket's Evacuation 101 video, available at yellowjacket.com. The Yellow Jacket Analyzer's secret weapon is the data logging feature. You can capture the temperature, pressure, and vacuum readings for every job, which comes in handy if you need to generate customer reports or review service history on a callback. Before you begin logging, make sure that you've set the temperature, pressure, and vacuum units. They can't be changed once you start the data logging process. Let's walk through it. From the main menu, move to Data Logging and press Enter. Select Begin Logging. From the startup screen, you'll be prompted to select the sampling rate, which is how often your readings will be captured. You can select from 0.1 up to 5 seconds. You'll notice this screen also lets you know how much memory you have left, as well as the logging time limit. The shorter the time increment, the more data it records and the more memory it requires. So you'll need to monitor this closely. Data logging will stop when the memory is full or the batteries die. So you may also need to clear out old jobs to maximize space. Let's select a sample rate of 1 second and press Enter to begin. We are now at the main digital manifold screen. The red REC on the screen and a red flashing light on the keypad let you know you're recording and in logging mode. Let's look at the screen again. The selected sampling rate matches up with the chart time on the screen. You can change the chart at any time by using the Chart Pressure key to scroll through different pressure options. When you're done data logging, press the menu button to stop recording. The log file will now be saved by its date and time in the analyzer, and you have 2 playback options. From the data logging menu, you can select Playback to play on the analyzer. Use the up and down keys to scroll through the data. You'll see the time, pressures, temperatures, and charts change. Press the Enter key to move to faster page-to-page scrolling, and press Enter again to switch back. If you need to generate reports, you can also download the data to your computer. You'll need a PC with a USB port, Microsoft Excel, and the Yellow Jacket data logging software, which you can request free of charge from yellowjacket.com. A download link will be sent via email, and it includes the software, report templates, and instructions for each. Once you've downloaded the software onto your computer, connect your analyzer to your computer using the USB cable included in the accessories pouch and turn the analyzer on. Follow the detailed instructions provided in the download to complete the process. When your analyzer screen reads PC connected and you see a log directory on your computer screen, you're ready to generate reports. Select one job or all and press Download to store the data files on your computer. When you're finished downloading your data logs, press Disconnect before unplugging your unit from the computer. And that's it. You'll be able to create 2 kinds of reports with the data: an evacuation report and a pressure temperature report. You can personalize each report with your company name and record the job date, your name, the customer's name and equipment type, and location of the service call. Each report is also fully customizable, so you can change and use it however you want. The Yellow Jacket Refrigeration System Analyzer displays a chart of pressure over time, which comes in handy for viewing real-time activity in the system. I'm going to walk through different conditions you might encounter on the job so you can see how beneficial the charted pressures are in servicing equipment. In this setup, the analyzer is connected to a normal running R410A split system with expansion valve. Notice the superheat and subcooling values. The chart time is set to the 2-second option, so it's showing the last 4 minutes of pressure activity. You can see that the pressures have been stable during that time. It's good practice to allow the system readings to stabilize before making decisions to add charge, remove charge, or adjust the expansion valve. The pressure charts on the analyzer allow you to see with a single glance the stability of the system pressures. One example of system instability is thermal expansion valve hunting. In this setup, we've reduced the airflow on the R410A split system evaporator to the point where the expansion valve can no longer control the superheat. This can be seen by watching the superheat value rise and fall, or by the fluctuation on the low side pressure chart. The pressure charts on the analyzer are also very useful for setting and checking pressure controls. In this setup, the analyzer is connected to an R409A commercial refrigeration unit. The refrigeration unit has been intentionally taken to high pressure cutout. Notice that the cutout point is indicated on the pressure chart by the drop in the high side pressure graph. By pressing hold and moving the cursor with the up left or down right keys, we can see the exact reading of the high pressure cutout point. On the same refrigeration unit, the pressure graphs on the analyzer can help check the low pressure control settings. In this setup, we cycle the low pressure controls on and off by controlling the flow of liquid refrigerant to the evaporator. Notice that the cutout and cut-in points are indicated on the pressure chart by the rapid rise or fall in the low side pressure graph. By pressing hold and moving the cursor with the up left and down right keys, we can see exactly where the low pressure control is cutting out and back in. The Yellow Jacket refrigeration system analyzer is made in the USA and comes in a blow-molded carrying case, complete with a Titan 4-valve test and charging manifold, vacuum sensor, instrument boot and port protectors, USB cable, 2 general-purpose K-type probes, and a battery holder with 8 AA alkaline batteries. The analyzer housing is made of glass fiber reinforced thermoplastic, so it's weather resistant. The electronic components are shock mounted and it's fully gasketed to resist dust and water. We designed the refrigeration system analyzer with both durability and flexibility in mind to make sure that it could handle whatever came its way. We think you'll agree. Well, that's it. We hope this video helps you get the most out of your analyzer, improves your overall workflow, and makes your experiences on the job more enjoyable. We're glad you trust Yellow Jacket to provide you with the tools and training to do your job right. Until next time, good luck and thanks for watching.